U-Haul truck loaded with supplies for protesters in Kenosha has been seized by law enforcement. The two people inside arrested. 12 News' Nick Bohr is live in Kenosha. And Nick, you talked to the leaders of the Milwaukee church that sent those supplies down. What explanation have they been given?
Well, Joyce, they haven't been given an explanation at this point. First, I want to set the scene for you here. You can see some of those National Guard troops you were just talking about out in front of the Dinosaur Museum here in Kenosha. There's more of them there. And across the way at Civic Center Park, there are the protesters you mentioned who are gathering at this hour. We did ask the Kenosha police chief today why their $1,000 worth of food from that Milwaukee church that was destined for protesters here was intercepted. The photos released by Zao MKE Church in Milwaukee show a U-Haul loaded with supplies they were sending to protesters intercepted by police or federal agents in Kenosha Wednesday. The two people inside arrested, the truck and supplies seized.
And we happily loaded it up with what we had.
Pastor Jonah Overton took us inside what they call their supply depot for protests at their church near UWM.
Now, those were the types of things that were in the U-Haul: snacks, water, Gatorade, Band-Aids, fire extinguishers.
And you don't have that stuff back yet?
No, no, we don't have it back, and we have no word that we might ever get it back.
The church has been collecting supplies for protesters for months, but the pastors say this is the first time they've ever been confiscated. When we questioned the Kenosha police chief this afternoon, he said he didn't know about it.
Including first aid kits, snacks, water, and fire extinguishers were seized, but they have not been returned. What can you tell us about that?
I'm not aware of that incident.
The church wants answers.
I have no idea how the police could interpret water, Gatorade, bags of chips, and fire extinguishers as a threat. And the fact that even after seeing all of that, they confiscated it and continued to proceed to arrest the driver and passenger is absolutely beyond me.
So, Nick, you mentioned church members still don't know why the two people in the truck were arrested or where they are now. Is there an update on that?
Well, the minister says they only know those people by their first names. They just came to the church to pick up those supplies, so they haven't been able to track them down. By the way, the police chief here in Kenosha today says they've arrested about 50 people related to the protests here.
Nick Bohr live tonight in Kenosha.